Hello, this is Opinion Radar. If you've ever dreamed of stepping into a fairy tale, even just for a night, then you're going to want to hear about this one. Today, we're diving into the Leg Avenue Snow White Dress, a budget-friendly take on one of the most iconic princess looks of all time. Priced at just $29, it promises that classic Disney charm without emptying your wallet. Now, I'll be honest, I've tried my fair share of costume dresses, and most end up as regrettable as yesterday's outfit fails. But this one caught my eye for all the right reasons. Is it made for long-term wear? Will it survive a full night of twirling and photo ops? What's the real deal with the fit, fabric, and that fairy tale finish? I've been putting it to the test, and spoiler, there are some surprisingly sweet moments, and a few things you should know before buying. Let's jump into the magic. Okay, so I recently got this Leg Avenue Snow White dress. And honestly, I was kind of skeptical at first because, let's be real, a lot of adult princess costumes end up looking more costume-y than magical. But this one, it totally surprised me. The moment I took it out of the package, I was struck by how vibrant the colors were. The deep, rich blue and red satin really pop, and the little gold trim gives it that authentic Disney feel. I love that it doesn't try to be sexy or revealing. Instead, it goes for that classic, elegant snow white look that actually makes you feel like royalty. The stand-up white collar is such a cute detail, and even though it doesn't hold its shape perfectly, I wish it had a little wire in there to help it stay upright. It still adds a touch of vintage charm. Pair it with some white gloves and a simple crown, and you're basically ready to walk into Disneyland and blend right in with the cast members. One of the first things I noticed when I put on was how well the bodice could be customized. The front has those lace-up ribbons, which is genius because it lets you tighten or loosen the fit along your torso, which, for someone like me who's in between sizes, is a total lifesaver. I went with a small, and while it was slightly loose around the waist, pulling the laces tight gave it that perfect snug but comfy fit. The back zipper works just fine, though it stops in the middle of the back, which makes getting dressed a little awkward. You pretty much need someone to help you zip it up without tugging the fabric. And the skirt? Oh, it's so full and bouncy. It flows out from the waist with this little crinoline underneath, so it doesn't sag or bunch up. It really does give you that princess silhouette, and honestly, it makes you want to twirl every time you walk by a mirror. Now let's talk fit, because that's where things get a little tricky. I'm about 5 feet 6 inches, and even in heels, the dress dragged on the floor. Like, seriously, it was touching the ground, so I had to keep picking it up while walking. I can only imagine how long it would be on someone shorter. If you're under 5 feet 7 inches and want to actually move around comfortably, you're probably going to need to hem it or wear really tall boots just to elevate it a bit. That said, the length isn't a deal breaker for me, especially since it's such a showstopper. I wore it to a Halloween event handing out candy, and I got so many compliments from kids and adults alike. Even my little niece said I looked just like the real Snow White, which, hello, best review ever. It's perfect for theme parties, cosplay events, Disney on Ice, or even just feeling extra magical on a regular Tuesday. Let's be honest for a second. Costumes can sometimes feel like they're made of dollar store fabric, but this one actually feels like it's worth more than $29. The material is a satiny polyester that drapes nicely and has a subtle sheen, not that plasticky shine some cheaper costumes have. And bonus, no glitter. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. So many princess dresses are covered in that mess that sheds everywhere, but this one stays clean and classy. That said, the fabric does wrinkle super easily. It came super crease straight out of the packaging, so I had to break out the steamer. Totally worth it, but just something to plan for if you're wearing it soon after unboxing. I also noticed the collar fabric was a bit itchy against my neck, especially after wearing it for a few hours. It's not unbearable, but if you have sensitive skin, you might want to wear a soft scarf or skip the collar altogether. On the build quality front, the dress is mixed. For the price, it looks amazing and holds up well for shorter wear sessions, like a few hours at a party. The stitching seems solid, and it didn't fall apart on me during my candy duty shift. but I can see how it might not last beyond a few uses, especially if you're rough with it. I heard and kind of saw that the fabric can rip pretty easily. There was a tiny pull near the hem that made me nervous, like one wrong move and it might tear more. So while it's great for one-time events or quick photo shoots, I wouldn't exactly call it long-term durable. That's the trade-off, I guess. A stunning look at a budget-friendly price, but not something you pass down to your future Disney-obsessed kids. Overall, I'd say this Leg Avenue Snow white dress is a total win if you're looking for that authentic, elegant princess vibe without spending a fortune. It's comfortable enough for a few hours, looks incredible in person and in photos, and delivers on the fantasy factor. Sure, the length might be an issue depending on your height, and the collar could use a little upgrade. But none of those things ruin the magic for me. I felt confident, pretty, and totally in character the whole time I wore it. If you're planning a theme party, a Disney date, or just want to feel like royalty for a night, I definitely recommend giving this dress a shot. Just maybe bring a needle and thread just in case, and don't forget the steamer. If you're ready to step into your fairy tale, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more magical finds. Whether you're a Disney devotee or just love feeling like the main character, hit that bell so you never miss a sparkle. Let's make every day a little more princess approved together.